look at that.
Look at what?
It's a goddamn shame.
What's a goddamn shame?
Damn, man, do I have to spell it out?
Come on, make it plain.
Okay, but listen up. I'm gonna break it down.
Let it be broke, motherfucker.
Can you dig it?
It's Doug.
The boxing rankings. Let's talk about them.
Straighter, not roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about, the straight shot, the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill somebody
back
for
a little bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right? I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we're here. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we're here. Yo, it's the best, fight the best. If you ain't with the moto, just click the link, bitch, and get buried like the rest. It ain't gonna work how you want it. These trolls already tried, too many come but don't leave. So if you here, you gotta die. I'm spitting straight facts. These bitches crying cause they hate that. The LDBC's the top topic, bitch, take that. We the ones that bring the truth to these fans. So while you hate, I'ma laugh and keep counting these bands. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link, get prepared to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you.
Welcome to the graveyard.
Boxing rankings, for the longest time, has been how people get over either on bigging someone up or discrediting someone because they use the boxing rankings. But don't nobody know where these motherfucking rankings come from. No one knows where people just make shit up. Boxing rankings say, oh, well, we use the point system, but then the point system don't make sense because how the fuck did the first person get points that you gave to the next person? That doesn't even make any fucking sense at all. Oh, well, Jeff Horn got his points from beating Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, so that's the reason why Bud Crawford got his points from beating Jeff Horn. What? All right, but where did Manny Pacquiao get his points from? Where the fuck did he get from beating Jesse Vargas? What the fuck? Where did Jesse Vargas get his points from? And so on and so on and so forth, bro. It's just a whole bunch of weird ass shit. And then when you win a belt that's vacant, where did those points come from? They just tied to that belt? So because you win a vacant belt, you didn't beat anybody. You beat someone ranked number 4, 5, 6, whatever. I'm baffled. I'm completely baffled, bro. Whatever. I know that payola is involved with all that shit. Whether it's your favorite or it's your most hated, it doesn't make a difference. There's payola involved in that shit. The people know who the top dudes are. We know who they are. Like, when we're sitting around looking at these fights, we're like, oh, okay. All right, well, that guy's the goods. Okay, that guy's the goods. That guy's the goods. That girl is the goods. That girl's the goods. We know that's why nobody was looking at no motherfucking green beans as the man. Nobody. Nope. When fucking Vladimir Klitschko was fighting, nobody was looking at a nigga named Pi as the man. Nobody was looking at none of these motherfuckers. It was like, whatever. And when we looked at Floyd Mayweather during his reign, we was like, oh, well, Floyd, we want you to fight Keith Thurman. Oh, well, Floyd, we want you to fight Paul Williams. Oh, Floyd, we want you to fight Miguel Cotto. We want you to fight Costa Zoo. We want you to fight Shane Mosley. Because we knew who the fighters were. We knew who the best fight and the best are. That's why if we look at 135, we're like, okay, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Tank Davis, and then you could sprinkle in Ryan Garcia. Really not so much Ryan Garcia, but still just his name is just a name. But Javier Fortuna, We know who we know who they are. We know who they are. You look at 140, Josh Taylor, period. You look at 147, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Virgil Ortiz, Jerron Boots Ennis, Terrence Crawford. We know we don't need to look at the rankings. Oh, who's ranked number? We don't need that. We know who the top guys are. Regardless if y'all motherfuckers, what did Danny Garcia do to be elite? What did he do? How's he elite? He's elite. You know, all those weird ass excuses. 154, we did the same thing. Tony Harrison, Jamel Charlo, Brian Castano, you know what I'm saying? J-Rock, Erickson Lubin. We know who they are. We don't need a ranking system we know who they are. You can do that in any weight class. 168, Canelo Alvarez, Caleb Plant, David Benavidez. We know who they are. All right? The number one, baby, that ranking system was put into place to either big up your favorite or shit on your hated. It wasn't used for anything else, because if it was, then every champion, everyone would have to fight their number one ranked contender. Doesn't matter if he's the mandatory, doesn't matter if he's a WBC silver or the IBF platinum or the WBA bronze and gold or the WBO global. None of that shit would matter. If you're number one, that's who the champion fights. If the rankings mattered, they do not. They don't. All right. So I'm tired of people using that fucking excuse on why someone, number one, baby. He got to fight his number one. He got to fight the number one. You got to fight the number one. Why? Why do you got to fight the number one when the number one was just put there? Like Sean Porter. He was number one. Virgil Ortiz was number two. Sean Porter didn't lose, but yet Virgil Ortiz jumped him to number one. How? No. I don't fuck with none of that. I fuck with the best fighting the best. That's what I fuck with. The best fighting the best. How ironic that Bermane Stavern was one of the best before Deontay Wilder fought him. He was number one, baby. That's what he was. He was a number one ranked mandatory to Vitaly Klitschko, and Vitaly Klitschko retired. Bermane Stavern told him, don't retire, don't duck me. I want to fight you. Don't duck me, don't retire, fight me. Vitaly Klitschko retired anyway. Bermane Stavern, number one, baby, fought the number two, baby, and Chris Arreola. Number one fought number two, and then there is your champion. Deontay Wilder was number three. Number one fought number two. Number three became the mandatory. Very, very simple. But yet, Bermane Stavern's a bum. He's garbage. He's trash. Blah, blah, blah. But he was number one. Now, so the rankings don't matter when it's strategic for you all. Well, when Bermane Stavern fought Deontay Wilder in the rematch, he was number one again. He was the number one ranked mandatory. But rankings don't matter there, though, right? Because Stavern's a bum, right? Stavern's garbage. He's trash, right? Again, the rankings are used to big up your favorite and shit on your hated. You shit on number one Stavern when he fought Deontay Wilder, but you big up number one Green Beans when he fought Bud Crawford. Oh, man, well, Green Beans, I think Green Beans beat Sean Porter, man. The Bermane Stavern that Deontay Wilder fought would have stopped Povetkin. The Bermane Stavern that Deontay Wilder fought, the Bermane Stavern that fought Chris Arreola would have knocked Dillian White the fuck out. Oh, no, Bftb. No way. No way in hell. No, Bermane Stavern's garbage. He's trash. Dillian White would have destroyed him. Oh, yeah? Then I can say the exact same thing about Sean Porter and Green Beans. Sean Porter would destroy Green Beans. He knocked him the fuck out. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? Well, why wasn't D-Ball Dillian trying to fight Bermane Stavern when Bermane Stavern was the champion? Where was D-Ball Dillian calling out Bermane Stavern? Yeah, we don't want to talk about none of that, though, right? None of that matters. But I can do this with every division, bro. I can do it with everyone. The bottom line is the ranking system does not matter. We as the fans know who the top people are. We know. All right? It's like asking in the 80s when you was asking the racist ass white people, all right, well, who did you like? Well, who was your favorite pop star? Who was your favorite whatever? Oh, well, you know, it was I like Michael Jackson and I like Prince. But you're a racist though, right? But you like Michael Jackson and Prince, but you're a racist. Oh no, Bruce Springsteen, it's Bruce. After saying Mike and Prince. Because you know. You know. I don't need that ranking system to tell me anything. I know that Jerron Ennis is that dude. I know that Speedy Rashidi Ellis is the goods. I know that Virgil Ortiz is the goods. I know that Sean Porter is the man. I know that Keith Thurman is the goods. Errol Spence is the man. Terrence Crawford is the goods. I know they are the goods. Now prove it. Bftb. Shout out to the LDBC. And I'm out.